Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be talking about how to compel people to engage with your content, right? It's You've heard that cliche that it's not enough to just have a good content, right? Unlike Instagram, Facebook, and other social platforms, YouTube is a different whole um, pretty kettle of fish, right? On YouTube, it's not enough is not just enough to have a good content. That's probably just like around 10% or less than 10%, of the 100. You need to be able to speak the language of the algorithm, right? Then you need to be able to speak the language of your audience, right? Mastering the language of the algorithm is not enough. It will just help your content to be pushed to the right audience, right? Now it's your job to be able to give so much value and to be able to compel your audience to engage. I see some videos that have gone viral, but they don't really have the commensurate amount of engagement. They don't really have the commensurate amount of shares and likes and comments. Okay, likes are easier than comments. You know, it's easier for people to just view your videos and just like, some even subscribe, but they don't comment. You know, Getting people to comment is a big deal. Yeah, it's even a bigger deal than subscribing. Subscribing, they can just um, press button and they subscribe. And this tricky thing, it's kind of easier to subscribe on YouTube than it is on Instagram than to follow someone on Instagram, because if you're following people on Instagram, it's going to be showing that, okay, you're following so and so number of people, right? And yeah, especially when people are like, some people don't actually like to follow so many people, right? So, I mean, most people like to be followed on Instagram, but they don't like to follow back. So, but it's just individual differences. Some people don't look at it as a big deal, whereas some people do. So, but the beautiful thing about YouTube, I'm saying all this to say that it's easier for people to click the subscription button for your YouTube channel than for them to comment, right? Commenting is such a big deal. It's like who really has the time? But if you have the right skills, you can compel them to engage. Now, why I'm saying this is because it's not enough to just get views. You can get 2 million views, 3 million views, but how do you get the YouTube algorithm to keep pushing your content? Keep pushing your content. It's by engagements. That's why you see creators come up here and they say, please like, share, comment, like, and share, right? So because um, if after a while the YouTube algorithm notices that there is no engagement on your content, they will naturally stop pushing, right? The algorithm will naturally stop pushing your content. So you want as much engagement on your content as possible, right? So I get creators come up here and they say, just before they say whatever they want to say, they say, please like, subscribe, share, comment, like, subscribe, share, comment. There are many other ways to do that. There are many other creative ways to do that. So first off, I think it's the fact that you need to give your audience value is non-negotiable. That cannot be overemphasized. Give them value, right? What are you talking about? Give them value. Are they here because they want to know how to cook better? That's if it's a cooking channel. Are they here because they want to know how to sing better? If you do all that, maybe if you're into music tutorials, maybe vocal stuff and all that, maybe instruments. Are they here because they want to know how to do some technical stuff better? Are they here because they generally want to know how to grow their channel? What is it that they're here for? What does your channel talk about? Give them that value, right? Even if you're recycling something that someone else has already done, be creative about it, right? Give them value, then engage them. So I'm not a fan of the before I say this thing I want to say, subscribe and share and like and comment. No, it's more like you're trying too hard, right? And if it's obvious that you're trying too hard, you probably lose them. Some people just come and they just click and they just fast forward the video, and then if they don't get anything to just hold them, they just swipe away, and you've lost them, right? So one of the ways that you can keep your viewers glued to the end of the video is not just to promise something at the end of the video, or to try so hard to keep them till the end of the video. I'm not talking about those gymnastics of, those video gymnastics. That's not what I'm talking about now. Okay, I'll dive right into it. How about you have a very nice background music, not too loud, something soft to go with the mood, because human beings, we are emotional beings, very emotional. You can We are very emotional beings. Now, this is what big multinationals use in getting people to buy stuff, right? That's why you have Black Friday, you have all these buy one get one free. All these are emotional gimmicks, right? So human beings are basically emotional people. That's why you have people doing stuff like we have money back guarantee stuff, you get, because human beings are emotional beings. Try to speak to the emotion of your audience. If you can do that, you have their attention. Attention is the most expensive currency, is the most expensive bill to pay. um, Attention is more expensive than dollar, more expensive than euro. It's the most valuable currency, I meant to say, right? So why don't you get amazing hooks? So for this, I would advise that you make a research of channels or content creators that are doing basically the same thing that you do. Look at their hooks, look at their introduction, look at all those things, look at how they do their stuff, right? I'm talking about the body of the content now. I'm not talking about thumbnails. I'm not talking about um, playlists and all those things, right? Okay, then yeah, your end screens and playlists do a lot. Yeah, I'm not downplaying the power of all those things, but what we're talking about now is to get your audience glued from the beginning of the video to the end of the video. Then master the art of storytelling. People love to hear stories. Master the art of storytelling. Just get them hooked from the end through, from the beginning through the end of the video, right? Give them content. They will naturally subscribe, right? So I tell people all the time, the reason why people subscribe is this. It may not even be because they like you, but your content is giving them so much value, such that, for instance, if I eat at a good restaurant, I want to go back there, right? So basically, I'm subscribing because I want to be able to go back to that same place, to that same spot, and eat the good food, because I don't like very spicy food, right? So some of y'all like spicy food, but then it's individual difference. So I don't like spicy food. If I go to a restaurant where it's just perfect, it's not too spicy, and it's just perfect. It's not um, tasteless either. There's some of this um, places you go to eat and you're like, oh, almost want to throw up. Yeah, I like pepper. I like good pepper, good amount of pepper. Not so much though, but I just like it. I like it to be moderate, right? So if I find that place, I want to subscribe. So that's how it is. If you give them what they're looking for, they will subscribe naturally, so that they can come back to see more content, right? So that's basically how it works. Then what else you want to do to keep your viewers engaged? You want to keep your viewers engaged with your video by basically just doing all the right things. You want to be able to tell them that you can solve their problem. You want to be able to make them believe that you can solve their problem, not just that you want to do a video and then you want to go viral and you want to monetize. No, you want to bring yourself into their situation, right? You want to share some personal challenges that you've had, right? That, and this is how you overcame it and all those things. So whether it's a tutorial video that you're creating, or a music video, you want to be able to relate with your audience one on one. You understand? So let's say, for instance, you're trying to do a music tutorial video, let's say like a vocal session, stuff like that. So you're basically trying to tell your audience that, okay, this is what they can do to increase their range, their singing range and all that. Then why don't you share about how you used to struggle vocally, or how some of your students used to struggle vocally? Give them things, relatable things, right? Give them, as a matter of fact, there's a hashtag on YouTube, it's called relatable. I think the last time I checked, over like maybe like 200 million or more. So that's a whole lot of millions there. So you want to give them relatable instances. Why do you think preachers do all these things in their sermons? You know, they tell stories to get you hooked from the beginning till the end. You know, so there are some parts where you've got to take a breather. Just you know do some mannerisms, something just to get them hooked, right? So for this, I'm saying that you may need to um go and watch those contents, of people who are actually leading. You get contents that are similar to the kind of contents that you create, right? So look at those contents and then look at their hooks. Look at how they do their stuff, and